What's up? It's Crash Band 4, the Functional Brother here, and I want to talk about modern Sonic and Adventure Sonic. Okay, this is the reason why, factually, Adventure Sonic and Modern Sonic are different, continuity-wise. I'm not talking about gameplay-wise. I'm talking about continuity-wise, right? Now, I'm going to talk about what. First thing I'm going to say is that Takashi Iizuka said that the modern era gave us the adventure games. He was talking about, like, he said something about the modern era and how there's the adventure in the modern games. But the thing is, what he was talking about, like, he was talking about how the adventure games, the adventure gameplay evolved into the modern gameplay. That's true, that's true, Adventure 2, look at that gameplay and you look at the modern gameplay, it evolved into that, right? But here's the thing. That's gameplay-wise. He's not talking about continuity, you see? And I'm gonna go in depth with it, like, so that way you can understand exactly why this is, okay? Now, first of all, Sonic 06 was intended to be a reboot. You might think, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Eggman got a redesign. Why redesign Eggman? Why? Why do that? Because it's the reboot. And also, and the thing is, it's all about, the creator of Sonic 06 said himself in an interview, and this is really a rare interview. I don't know where to find it or whatever, but I saw it. He said the Sonic 06 is a Sonic rebirth. Rebirth. Not sequel, rebirth. And that they're going back more than 15 years to remake the speed that made the character a legend, you see? That's evidence right there. That's evidence, okay? So, yeah. And, also, another reason. The modern era and the adventure era have very different feels to them. Sonic Adventure does not feel like Unleashed. I mean, Unleashed kind of feels like it, but not exactly, The, Sonic 06 does not feel like adventure. I'm talking about vibe-wise. Vibe. I'm not talking about the characters or stuff like that. I'm talking about the vibe-wise. Like, the vibe of the games do not feel like adventure. They don't feel the same. 06 has a very, a more, it's, you run through levels, but it's not, it doesn't feel exactly the same as adventure. Adventure has a certain specific feeling to it. And look at colors and generations, they don't feel like adventure at all, you see? Because they're not the same. They're not the same continuity, you see? And like I said, there's an interview from the creator of the games himself, saying it's a rebirth. So anybody who tells that, oh, it's not the same, go and try to look for it, okay? Look online for anything that actually confirms this. And here's another thing I'm going to bring up, that there was a timeline, official timeline, that made, and it said that modern Sonic started in an adventure. That timeline was made in that way because they don't want to confuse people, you see? The whole reason why Adventure Sonic was not in Generations is to not confuse people, and also because Sega's just terrible to what's his name, Sir Ryan Drummond. So yeah, and that's the thing, but there's 3 Sonic eras, and this is the 4th era. Sonic Frontiers is a 4th era, 4th, not 3rd, 4th era, 4th. You see? It's not the 3rd era. He's just saying that because he doesn't want to confuse people, you see? Because he doesn't want to confuse people. That's the thing, you see? But there is classic, modern, and adventure. These are 3 different eras, you see? So yeah. And for Forces, they said that they made it, they fixed the problem that they made, the mistake they made, and they said that they made classic Sonic be the one from another dimension, you see? So yeah, when they said that their past selves or whatever, I think Tails said something about their past selves, that was probably a mistake, Generations was not that in-depth. The game has a garbage plot, and it's not that much in-depth. It has very little detail, it's not... so yeah, I'm just saying that right now. Very little detail, and it's not that... I mean, it is a fun game, but it's not a great game. In my opinion. I like Sonic Unleashed more, just saying. So yeah. But yes, these two are not... The classic, modern, and adventure are 3 different continuities. but the adventure continuity evolved. The adventure gameplay evolved into modern gameplay, but they're not the same continuity. That's the thing, you see. So yeah, and I have evidence. There's evidence. You see, that proves that these are not the same continuities. They're saying there's evidence. So act have evidence. Again, I'm sure people in the comment section are gonna be like, no, they're the same. They're the same. They're the same. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. You're a dumbass. They're the same. They're the same. They're the same. They're the same. But I have evidence. I have evidence. If you don't have evidence, there's not. You're not. I know. People are gonna say that they're not gonna give me any evidence. Doesn't say they're the same. That's it. But I have evidence as to why they aren't. They are not the same. So yeah. Crash Band 4 out.